I don't know about you, but in my household, bedtime can be a total lion's den. And some nights, after I've wrangled them to eat their dinner, put away their plates, have their bath, brush their teeth, put their pajamas on, hopefully read a book, I'm like, please, will you just go to sleep? My friend Lori was the one who made me see things differently a few years ago, though. Lori, sadly, will never get to put her kids to bed again. After she passed from inflammatory breast cancer a few years ago, I heard this story about how when she was in the latter stages of being unwell, she would literally crawl up the steps to her kids' bedrooms so she could put them to bed. It wasn't that she had to put them to bed and just kind of get through the whole bedtime routine. It was that she got to put them to bed. And so for her, it was a truly precious time, not just an exhausting event to try to get through without losing it, like it is for a lot of us sometimes. And while you might be tempted to think, well, obviously she knew that the time she had left with her kids was seriously limited, so it makes sense that every moment was sacred. The fact is, none of us knows what our future holds. And yet we fall into the trap sometimes of wishing this time away. Just trying to get through the mundane so we can sit the hell down and relax for 5 minutes. But my friend's story really got me thinking, how many times a day do we say things like, I have to go to work. I have to do this paperwork. I have to pick up the kids. I have to cook dinner. I have to get the kids to bed. I have to walk the dog. Oh, and when I'm done walking the dog, I have to pick up the poop too. I know I get caught in that trap, and I talk to a ton of people in my office who feel caught in that I have to trap in a lot of different areas of their lives. It might seem like a pretty small thing, but when we feel like we have to do things, it can really make life feel like something to survive, not something to really enjoy, let alone treasure and appreciate every detail in it. But if you honestly think about it, there are very few things in life that we have to do, which is pretty cool. We choose our life, period. And there are a lot of things that we get to do. Now, before you go getting all excited and start thinking you just got permission from Dr. Paige to stop taking care of your commitments, if only, right? My question to you is, would it be possible, do you think, if you drop the phrase have to from your vocab? And what if you could replace it with get to instead? I, for one, know that I would enjoy the process of parenting and working and just day-to-day life so much more. So how can we do that? Life can be super challenging, and let's face it, we're not perfect saints that don't experience all the normal human emotions like frustration, boredom, annoyance, impatience. The list goes on and on. So I'm not about to dish you out a long list of things to do to add to your already bonkers to-do list, because nobody needs that. But I do want to share some ideas around how you might start to slow the process down, say just for one part of one day a week. So for example, just maybe pick one thing, like some part of your morning, and see if you can start to enjoy the process, enjoy the mundane, enjoy your routine, rather than rushing to get it done and on to the next thing. And honestly, the best overall tip that I think is really golden, if I can sometimes make the shift to seeing and experiencing things from my kids' point of view, kind of like an adventure, it helps me go from feeling serious and stressed to lighthearted and fun in no time. So what questions can we ask ourselves to try this out? Let's start in the morning. What are the kids going to remember about their mornings at home? Rushed? Frantic? Yelling? Ugh. Well, maybe once or twice. But in general, are they a pleasant experience to start the day? Are they launching off into their day with confidence? Are they filled with love? And then what is the drive like? Are you having dance parties? Are you asking silly questions? Do you play I Spy? What is dinner time like? Rushed, on the go, TV in the background, threats to hurry and clean your plate? Or could it be slow, enjoyable, some giggles between bites, chatting about what you're eating, about your day, respecting when your body is full and stopping? Or if you're out walking the dog, are you thinking, hurry and do your business, pooch? Or are you wandering around and looking and noticing the sky, the flowers, a crazy squirrel? Are you thinking about what you have to do or thinking about the cool stuff around you? Now, reality check, picking up dog do is picking up dog do. I'm really not sure how to dress that up. And then the ultimate, homework time. Is it full of pressure, worry, disinterest, hurry? Or is it more like curiosity, remembering what it was like when you were a child? Or maybe even learning things new now? So if you can step into the shoes of your kids, you really do have a chance of making the everyday actually really special. And then let's not forget the days when you actually aren't on the school run. Oh my gosh, it feels like a holiday sometimes when there's no permission slip to sign. A little dramatic maybe, I don't know, but that's how I feel seriously sometimes. But what if when we are packing their lunchbox or bag, we could just enjoy the love that we get to spread to our kiddos? Put a funny napkin in the lunchbox or fold it in a fun way and leave a note or a drawing. Think about how they're gonna feel the next day when they open up their lunch. It actually is really fun, I think. And last but not least, can we see the bedtime routine as precious, as sacred really? Something that we get the privilege to do? I know, seriously, it can be so frustrating some nights, but what if we saw it as an opportunity to really wind down ourselves? We could use that. What if it was a chance to ask awesome questions and to have the cutest conversations cuddled up in bed? So which normally kind of mundane activity do you think you will give a try? And remember, honestly, just having your head and heart in the game is half the battle. Be kind to yourself. This is a no judgment zone. You are doing an amazing job. Just notice something new, try something new, and see how it feels. My amazing friend Lori never knew the fraction of people that she touched and continues to touch. I think of her often at bedtime, and I invite you to as well. I would love to know your thoughts about this. Leave a comment and let me know how you're going to turn one of your have-tos into a magical I get to. Good luck.